I would like to take a moment and actually just applaud one of the coolest memes I've seen that popped up in the
Good
subreddit.
memes. Let's
Yeah.
see it.
Uh it was a thread that I saw that I'm like, this I'm you know what? I applaud you. I am going to bring this up as content. This is
Well,
a
you know I love
thread.
a good meme.
This is a thread that is a ranking of detectives who could and could not
Oh,
solve the Death Note case. What a fucking
yeah, and the,
great
the
meme.
axis is could solve the case, could figure out the way the Death Note works, could not solve the case, could not figure out if how the Death Note works.
Unbelievable power emanating from this. It is a giant list of detectives from all fiction. And in the top right of can intuit the mechanics of the Death Note and can solve the Kira case is fucking Columbo.
You got Columbo at the absolute
Right?
most
The
dedicated point.
top corner. Because, and the discussion that follows where it's like, not only would he be able to piece together like the circumstantial evidence and the vibe and everything and read it, but he'd also be able to piece together the psychological profile of Kira and like at one point be like, just one more thing. You know, this list of he'd find a way to get the book and write Kira's name in it and
Yeah.
then show it to him and have him freak out and then question him on why he freaked out as he reveals that he actually just used a regular piece of paper to write his name down.
I
You know?
think the best of that is that there's some dichotomies in that list.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite part of that list is that in the upper left of could solve it, could figure out the Death Note, is your friend and mine, the detective Harry Dubois.
Harry's in there.
And in the bottom right of could not
Yep.
solve it and could not figure out
Yeah.
the Death Note is your friend of mine, Kim.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like Kim's a great detective, but Kim could never understand the Death Note.
And Death Note is it's the reason why I love this meme so much is because it's this chart is the perfect case to compare all of these detectives to because Death Note is a very logical and like rational world that introduces some bullshit into its circumstances, right? Like the rules of heaven, hell, and the Death Note show up into an otherwise very sane setting. And like you have to have a touch of insanity or believing in the unknown or like you have to have a little bit of just
Yeah.
that inland empire, right? For to be able to like conceptualize a book that can write down people's names and kill them.
Yeah, and so
You
for
know?
example, in the quadrant of could figure out the Death Note but not solve the case, you have FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks, and you're like, oh yeah, absolutely, he could absolutely figure out the mystical fucking mechanics, but he wouldn't solve it. No,
Ghost Trick dude's in there.
Sissel.
And I don't know.
Oh, Sissel has it easy. Sissel's dead.
You're already in the realm, right? Yeah. Is True Detective McConaughey in there?
I don't think he is.
Because McConaughey absolutely would, whereas fucking Woody would absolutely not because that's
Yeah.
Harry and Kim again.
And
Right?
then one of my other favorites is you got fucking Phoenix Wright on could solve the case, would never figure out the Death Note, would somehow solve it
Yeah.
and catch him without figuring out the Death Note at all. Just bumbled right the fuck into it.
Dojima definitely could not solve it, could not intuit it, whereas
It's great.
Culprit absolutely, right, could intuit but could not solve the case. And same thing for Naoto, right? You get Courage in there as like Courage would figure it out and panic and fucking problem and try to explain it to the old man or type it into the computer. Courage could figure out what's going on but couldn't solve the Kira case. Like it's great, man. Yeah, no, this thing is fucking great. And then a big point of contention here, and you'd need to fill me in on this, but Francis York Morgan of Deadly Premonition is listed as could not do it, could not solve the case, could not figure out what was going on. And
I need to look at this case, this a lot more closely, because what's really important. Oh, I just saw that Nardwar is on the fucking to solve the Kara case and get into it. And there's fucking, is that the Men in Black? Yes. And Seven Max, of course.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Seven Max, the Seven Max one. It's like, so Sam, like they would Seven Max, like they would get their names written, and like Max would die and then just walk in off camera and be like, oh hey, had to fight my way out of hell again. Damn. Okay, well I guess now we know how that worked. Like they'd cartoon their way into surviving Akira's bullshit, you know.
So I would say that I see Francis York Morgan would not be able to get shit done. Where is he on there?
But perhaps Zach could.
Francis Zach Morgan, I think, absolutely could.
Yeah. And then what's cool too, like, so there's a couple of Danganronpa characters in there that are pretty accurate as well, in terms of just like they're able to piece together. They'd probably be able to piece together the mystical aspects of what's going on, but could they lock down who it was and who was doing it?
Yeah.
Maybe not, you know. Fucking awesome, man. And then it's got everybody. Veronica Mars is on this fucking list.
Hey man, it's great. It's great. I love that Scooby-Doo is like right in there. Of like, oh yeah, they got this. They do that shit all the time. It's not a problem.
Blue's Clues.
That's you know what that is? I've been laughing about that for a day. I forgot about it when I sat down.
No, powerful, very, very
excellent
good.
Meme, Wooly. Thank you for bringing this meme to our attention.